Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are checking out Villain from Shoto. Now, we've never heard Shoto on this channel. I am not familiar with him or his voice, though I have seen his name thrown around here and there. So this is a fun introduction to this creator and this musician. And I'm also very excited because Shoto's name has been recommended a lot, especially on some of the unnamed reactions we've been doing, which is a massive green flag for me because I have been absolutely loving everything I've heard from Unnamed. And if you're saying I should check out Shoto from an Unnamed reaction, I mean this has to be good. So I'm very excited about this one. Let's jump into it in 3, 2, 1, play.
We all pretend to be the heroes on the good side.
Okay.
어떤 것은 검은색, 어떤 것은 하얀색.
Alright.
색안경을 보면 어떻게? 넌 착한 사람이고, 넌 나쁜 사람이고, 재미없는 너의 세상은
Alright, already we've got a very interesting song choice here. We've got a very subtle digital drum backing these very very present keys, and then we've got a very bassy vocal track. You know, what's interesting though is it doesn't sound like his voice is naturally like that low, like just normally. So he's definitely going down low and getting a deeper and richer tone out of his voice there, and it sounds good. I really like what he's doing there because, you know, a lot of times when people push their range too low, you'll hear that sort of unintentional vocal fry. You'll hear some vocal warbling. You know, it's not a comfortable place for them. Here, this is in his range. He can do this comfortably, and he's pulling it off. Nice. That's a nice little. That's a nice, you know, we got this a little bit of a percussive shift while his voice is lifting up a bit. I feel like we're setting up for a drastic switch up. You know, we've been so calm and so like almost relaxed, but the vocal track isn't letting us sit down. It isn't letting us just sit back because we're keeping a bit of intensity, just a twinge of intensity sustaining throughout. And with this vocal lift, I think we're setting up for a drastic change. I could be wrong, but let's see.
So many shades of gray.
Got a very pleasant voice. Nice. I like that vocal layering. We're getting multiple vocal tracks there, and it's such a nice, soft, calming voice there.
Because I'm a villain when it
Okay, I was not expecting that. I was expecting like a massive switch up, like a massive drastic beat change and anything. No, we're getting a little you know, a little jazzy. You know, we've got this we sort of had this Christmas type drum beat before, and now we're expanding on that. We're adding some more flair to it, and we've got a little bit of a jump to it, a little bit of a beat to it, and I like it. I like how he's playing his voice to it.
Because I'm a villain when it gotta 생각해.
Alright.
You're a villain when it gotta 생각해. 미처 몰랐던 악마가 네 안에 숨쉬고 있어. I'm killing someone. Maybe you're killing someone. Maybe I'm killing you. Maybe you're killing me. Maybe we all pretend to be the heroes on the good side.
I find it interesting, you know, every time we get this part, he almost goes like monotone, but he can't hide that sort of soft Well, I suppose it's not that he can't hide it. It's that he's purposely letting out this sort of softer demeanor in his voice. You know, or I suppose it's just his natural timbre. Or I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that right, but his natural timbre in his voice. You know, it's a soft, almost like an ASMR voice. You know, and it's I suppose the best way to say it is he's always got this bit of breathiness in every lyric he sings. There's always a bit of breathiness.
We all pretend to be the heroes on the good side, but what if we're the villains on the other?
That was nice. I like how he still got that raise up. You know, it's pretty hard to get a quick shift up in pitch while still keeping a almost, you know, monotone presentation. A projection. Well, maybe not projection, but it's sort of like just a very static presentation of the lyrics while still getting pitch variation. That's a nice execution of that.
Am I good? Am I bad? Ay. Are you good? Are you bad? Ay.
Nice. That was a good run.
Ay. What is good? What is bad? Ay. I
like the vocal layering.
One, two. I'm a villain.
All right. I like it.
You're a villain.
This is a very catchy, you know, not quite what I expected for a song called Villain, but it's, I mean, we almost alternate between this Christmas-esque, you know, I keep saying Christmas song, it's mainly that drum, and then being solely backed by the piano, plus this very calm, soft vocal, you know, it's very reminiscent of, like, you know, a little Christmas song or something, to sort of, not quite too cheery, but still, like, almost celebratory, you know, and we're getting a transition from that into the sort of jazzy, you know, like Disney villain song. And not really Disney villain because it's not theatrical. You know, the song isn't necessarily theatrical, but it is narration based. You know, we still have this vocal centric narration throughout the song, but the instrumentation isn't theatrical. You know, the instrumentation is a very laid back. It's just doing what it can to push the song forward and support without really taking center stage. You know, the piano sometimes gets pretty high in the mix. The piano sometimes edges its way towards center stage, but the vocals are always taking the spotlight. And that's a very, very, very excellent choice for a VTuber cover. Because, I mean, the point of any real music project for a VTuber talent is, generally speaking, going to be to focus on the talent, to showcase the talent. And so getting a cover like this where the vocals are forefront, the vocals are spotlight always, is a very, very smart choice.
You're a villain. 늘 거라 생각해 미처 몰랐던 악마가 네 안에 숨쉬고
It's got such a beautiful voice.
왜 늘 거라 생각해 알지 못해 목엔 작은 악마들이 우린 걸 몰라 We're all villains 왜 늘 거라
Oh, nice.
미처 몰랐던 악마가
Got our Christmas choir in.
I'm killing someone, maybe you're killing someone, maybe I'm killing you, maybe you're killing me.
I like those
maybe
vocal backings.
We all pretend to be the heroes on the good side, but what if we're the villains on the other?
I like that raise.
We all pretend to be the heroes on the good side, but what if we're the villains on the other? We all pretend to be the heroes on the good side.
Okay. That was a very unique cover. Because, you know, with most covers, I feel like you don't get this much. Well, ironically enough, you don't get this much showcase for just the vocals. But a lot of times, you know, even then, without such a showcase on the vocals, you'll generally get a lot more complex vocals, or at least intense vocals. This was pretty laid back, you know, we didn't get a crazy amount of intensity or variation in the vocal track or in the song in general, but there were some really, really nice touches and inflections that we got throughout. And on top of that, having a song that's so vocal centric is a massive boon to any VTuber when they're covering it. So I think Shoto's voice overall is very soft, very breathy, but he's still able to manipulate it, get that pitch manipulation, especially when he's going to the other, the little part where he jumps up to the other. That was quite nice. I quite like that. And we also got some really, really nice vocal backings. Those were really, really, really well done. So thank you very much for recommending this. As always, feel free to recommend more in the comments below. Aside from that, I will see you all next time. Thank you very much for watching.